Next question comes from Essex with KIRO.
On unemployment, there are people who are being told that it's going to take months for them to get their unemployment checks, but the rent is really due now. What's the state doing to get them their money now?
Well, what we're doing is everything humanly possible for folks who need this money. Look, the frustration that people have is real, it is deep, and I know it's driving people nuts not being able to get their unemployment compensation. I don't want to sugarcoat that at all. And there's some people who've been waiting literally months to get that check. Now, some of those claims, there may be real questions about them, but one way or another, we need to get them adjudicated. So the department is doing everything possible to increasing the capacity of the department to process these claims. And unfortunately, many of the claims come in with information that make them raise questions about whether they're legitimate claims. And so that's an adjudication process. It's quite labor intensive where people have to ask questions and get them answered to figure out if those claims really ought to be paid. So what the department is doing is dramatically increasing their capacity to do that. They've hired about 500 people already in the last few weeks, with another 300 coming on in the next couple of weeks, I believe, to have more people to adjudicate these claims. They've also come up with a plan to go through the administrative personnel and the technical support personnel that are necessary to significantly increase the capacity to process these claims. I just saw the dashboard on the status of those efforts today. It's very comprehensive, and it involves hundreds of people. Now, this frustration, let's recognize why this frustration exists. It exists because we got hit by an unprecedented event that has not happened in the last century in the state of Washington, which has increased the number of claims by a factor of 10, And I think people, even though it's frustrating, hope can understand that that's going to present us all with difficulties. So I just want to tell you, this is intensely a priority for me, and I make sure that we do everything we can to increase that capacity as quickly as we can. Now, the department has also done some things from a technical standpoint to increase its capacity. One of those things is to bifurcate the input of email and other traffic that comes in between those who simply ask questions and those who have claims, so that we can have a more intense usage of personnel to help those people who really have claims. So I spoke to Susie LeVine this morning about that. She thinks there's going to be significant progress in the next 2 weeks. I believe she will be talking to you tomorrow to give you some more specific information about the goals of how fast we can increase this, and also some updates on this fraud investigation and our success so far of recovering dollars. So she'll have more for you tomorrow.